All right. Some of you were able to join us this last hour as we spoke with the GALE Discovery Product Manager. And I think there's some things we could continue to discuss from that. A brief overview is basically, and I'll get the notes up. Um, sorry. Is that the position of Discovery Product Manager has been vacant for 2 years, and Magley, who is in the UK, just started in October, and so she is working as quickly as possible to make metadata improvements and to streamline communication, make sure that their support ticket response is appropriate, that they've got good documentation. On the product page, she was able to show us a few products that she has already kind of streamlined and corrected KBART files for things. We learned that GALE Business Insights Global and Essential, those collections, because they migrated to a new platform, there's new things to activate for that. We learned that some of the weirdness comes from how Clarivate pulls data from many different sources to create a mega merged record of information, which can be great sometimes, but not all the time. And it sounds like our academic support gal, Sarah, may be able to at least do some overlap analysis between GALE and EBSCO products if you contact her and let her know which EBSCO products you have. But I think I'd like to maybe talk to her a little bit more and see if it's just EBSCO products or what, and also figure out, I know that there's a way to run overlap analyses with like Excel stuff. So if we need to do it manually, maybe that's a service that if I get it functioning, we can share out. So anyway, probably just discussion of what we learned from the presentation or other like GALE issues that we can help each other out on would be as good as anything to kind of just keep it going from what we were talking about, and I'll keep taking notes. So yeah, I'm trying to think of.
I was happy to hear them acknowledge that they have major issues and that they are working as best as they can and as quickly as they can to resolve them. I don't know if it's in time for us. We have budget cuts and GALE's at the top of our list to not renew if we need to cut databases, just because we have so many issues and it doesn't seem like it's giving us a lot of unique content.
Yeah.
But I was happy to hear them acknowledge the issues and to be working on resolving them.
Yeah, it's really kind of too bad that they couldn't get this improved faster, because it's, yeah, it may be too little too late for a lot of their customers.
Well, and I remember when they got the statewide database contract, I remember being in a meeting where they acknowledged that they were surprised. They didn't, they put in their, RFP or whatever, just as kind of a matter of course, and they didn't expect to get it, and they were caught off guard and not prepared to add a bunch of new libraries. And so my whole impression has been that things are a little haphazard, but hopefully for their sake, they're improving. The state contract, I think it's a 2-year, aren't they 2-year contracts?
I want to say it's 3. I'm looking right now.
We had academic one file before the state contract, and I swear it worked better. And now that we have all these other things, there's like huge problems or something, something exacerbated.
Yeah, and it's really weird because like one of the things that got wonky after the state contract was when I would go into our admin portal and have to, like, I don't know if anyone else, like if you don't click on the identical looking links in the right order, you won't get access to the actual area of admin that has your subscription information. And that was weird because it hadn't been a problem before the
Midnight and the Treetop Oracles might work. Why Treetop? Because Treetop is the name of the bad guy.
Okay, I'm looking for the database stuff. If anyone else wants to.
I mean, there's orchards. And there's
Treetop Orchards makes me think of a place, but I don't know how to equate that.
yeah.
I don't think she was trying to talk to us. I think she was trying to do some reference. Okay.
Amy or Jennifer, do you still have the article like pulled up that did the, that you get the, and then it just takes you to the abstract? Like you get the result and it takes you to the abstract?
I do not. I had something happen with my computer and the browser shut down completely.
Let me see if I can.
Is it this one?
Yes, that was the one. And when I go to GALE Academic One file, then it's just the abstract stub at that point.
So could I see your screen? It's something that took me like forever to figure out with GALE is quite often if you push the download button, you get the whole article, but it doesn't look like you should. And nowhere on the page does it say full text. Have you pushed that?
I think that's one of my problems with GALE that our librarians have is their interface is not intuitive at all. Like you don't know if something is really just an abstract or if it's full text if you click the right place, which isn't obvious. And the whole
so if you click the little download button there, or I don't know, then I think you get the full text article.
Interesting. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, students are never going to find that, right?
No, there's nothing there that makes it look like you would just be downloading the source citation.
Right. In fact, that's what I had assumed. So thank you for that. Now I know, but I mean, that's horrible.
It's horrible. Yeah. And that's not a Primo problem.
So that's
Um,
interesting. Okay.
What happens when you click on the DOI?
Goes out to,
So it links out. Which is,
yeah. I mean, it
yeah,
links
that's
out to, you know, that's not
mhm.
helpful. So interesting. So it is a Gale problem because in a sense, Primo is telling us the correct, that there is full text, but you just have to get it from up here.
Yeah, so it's like their document viewer. It's like a document viewer issue.
And yet it's weird because in other cases, excuse me, you'll get something like this and the full text will be down here, right? So I don't know why some things are only with the download and, you know.
Yeah, sorry, I was gonna bring it up in the Gale thing and then a student came in and I got busy and but it's something I would like to tell them too.
Yeah.
But mine, when I click through, we subscribe to opposing viewpoints and it's telling me that's where I get that. So I don't know how many people have that add-on. So I wasn't sure if it was just because I have opposing viewpoints here at the college. And so thanks for checking. It is like a universal issue, I think.
I also vaguely wondered that whether when they implemented some of the new subscriptions, if they basically got so overwhelmed that they activated content for everyone, because like we lost content that we subscribed to when they tried to like quote like switch us over to the state contract. And I was like, hey, like why did we just lose access to all of our stuff? And so I wonder if perhaps people have access to like in context content because Gale just kind of was like, eek, we have to switch everybody. We need to keep people with access, having access. Does that make sense for what I'm saying?
That we have stuff activated that we don't.
That's not actually part of
because it's easier for them.
Yeah, because it was easier for them. Because they don't work with contracts like this very often.
You mean activated in the database? Because it would not be the opposite problem if they activated content that we don't pay for in the database, the Alma wouldn't know about it. No?
Well, but maybe that's why when we click a download button, we get full text, but Alma's only pulling the citation. Like once you get into Gale, your institution code is giving you wider access to content than is in Alma because you have correctly activated only what you subscribe to, but they have attached additional content to your institution.
But I think in this particular case, we do have access and it's matching Alma.
Right. Well, so, but like the record going to Alma isn't saying full text, and the link from the collection that is activated isn't full text. It's just going to the citation. But then Gale is so goofy with its like interlinking, like maybe there are collections that have that as full text. The link from the subscribed service is only to a citation, but then it's allowing you to download it. Like maybe there's another link from a different database that goes to an actual full text display.
But if you find it in Primo, I'm sorry, I think I'm going in circle. But if you can get to it from Primo, Alma is saying we have full text. So
I'm thinking there's just errors on both sides. Like Alma says there's full text because the record is inaccurate. Gale subscription is only a citation, but then they turned on extra content. So the link that Alma is providing in Primo is taking us to a citation, but then Gale is allowing that download link because it exists in their, like more giant repository.
But in that case, why, if Alma believes that the Gale only has an abstract, even though that's not the case, right? But Alma believes that, why would they be returning that in our results? I mean, because we only have results for full text. I mean, unless you click the, the button that says no full text.
No full text.
Right, but so if Alma really believes that it's only an abstract, it should not even be showing that in my understanding of this.
right, that was my point too, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking that that's why I'm saying double errored, that like it's Alma is believing it's full text because it is doing that enrichment process. And so it's pulling results that like from other sources, but Gale themselves don't mean to include that as full text in the subscription collection that is actually activated. So Alma has created the enriched record from multiple sources that is telling it has full text, but it's using the link that Gale has provided, and that link is to a citation only because the collection that's activated is only supposed to have the citation, but Gale activated a bunch of content so that people didn't lose access. And so then it's allowing a download of the content. I don't know. But
Well, in this particular case, I see that title listed in the title list of academic one file.
so then that's okay. Yeah. So
So yeah, I understand though.
So
I just don't know why there is a download button like that instead of displaying the full text right away. Yeah, I that part really
yeah,
doesn't
no,
seem
that's
right.
definitely a major UI issue.
Yeah, and
with
why
them.
others are not like that and this one.
Mhm.
It's yeah, there must be something going on.
Yeah. Whether incorrect URL or they just don't have it set up correctly in the platform, I guess. I'm still trying to find the length of the contract.
Going along with that, does anybody know who the academic library reps are on that decision-making body? We're supposed to have two. It'd be nice if one of the community college librarians could be on it, I think.
I am one of them.
Okay, good.
So
Because last time we didn't get any information, they sent out test credentials to all of the databases that gave an RFP, and we didn't get any of that information and didn't give any feedback.
yeah, the only community college librarian who was on the committee was Heath Hayden, and I don't know what I mean, obviously they're not at Bellevue anymore, and they did not attend very many of our meetings. So hopefully will be looking for somebody else. But Heath is still listed in the committee. So, and then there's someone from Bates also listed, but if Michael was on the committee when we chose GALE, he didn't show up for anything. Because I don't like, it was mostly Trish Henry, Kate Burton, and Angela Bolam. So it was mostly the K through 12 who were showing up for everything. Almost, I think I was the only person who actually scored all of the RFPs. And other people did not complete them. So like at most, we had maybe 3 scoring sheets for the different options, and for some of them we didn't have 3, we only had 2, and that was just me and Will. But we had talked a few weeks ago about potential additional guests to meetings, and with the renewal deadline coming up in a month, I'm going to reach out to Will today and see if he can't get us some information on when this this contract ends. I think it was 3 years, so we'd have 1 more year. But
I don't think
also
pricing too, because because the state library was what do you call it when they're paying part of subsidizing it, but the price was going to go up a little bit each year, and I don't think I've seen the new pricing increase for GALE.
yeah, okay, so he won't release the new pricing until after April 15th. But instead of 75%, I think, it's hold on. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say, but I think it's 36%, or 40% subsidized instead of 75% subsidized, but that's not listed here. And it'll depend on how many people renew. So I'm going to email Will like right now and see if he can join us, if he can give us information on renewal costs.
That would be great, because I'm
for our
seeing
institutions.
that if you're going to cancel, you have to get the renewal form to him before April 15th. And so it would be good to know what the renewal cost is before April 15th, since that's the deadline for deciding if you want to renew.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna send this with high importance and hopefully we can get some communication from him sooner rather than later. In addition to renewal costs, what other and length of the contract, what other questions can I bring up with him like right now so that we can get his attention? Anything?
The form that's on the website for canceling has the date July 2022 to June 2023. So if we are going to cancel, I need to know where the updated cancellation form is.
Well, I want to say that he never updated the cancellation form with the last when it was ProQuest. So
Well, the
you
form
could
that's on the
probably send
website.
him that one, but
Okay.
I will also note that to him. Because the last time the site was updated was January of last year. So, yeah. Okay. Yes, we definitely have some concerns.
I think we're paying 50% now already. I think subsidy was 75% in the first year, and in second year it went down to 50.
That's my recollection too, Naoko. And then I thought it was going to go down again the third year.
Right, but I can't remember the third year.
I can't
Okay.
remember either, and it's not on the website.
It's a third year subsidy amount. Okay. Yeah, I think Will is our next primary target for information regarding GALE. And while it is very helpful that they now have someone looking into these discovery issues, yeah, you all need to be able to make decisions soon. So and it doesn't sound like those improvements are going to be happening all that soon. So, all right. Well, I do want to do some announcements. So we will have a meeting this Thursday, but then we are going to have a break in meetings because spring breaks are happening. And it's going to be an opportunity. I'd like to start a few little project groups. We've had some interest in norm rules, some interest in Primo customization. I've got a list of them. And okay, and then one more thing, and then I'll come back to that. We also have the money available for traveling to Eluna. So $1,000 just given to your institution to reimburse for whatever expenses. So that can be registration, hotel, transportation. You just have to fill out the application online, which I can pull the link really quick and put it in chat. And come on, open. So we have 5 that we have officially approved. However, there is quite a lot of money available currently. So here's the application. So we may very well be able to give more than 5. So please, please, please apply if you're going to Aluna and would like some travel assistance. So as far as the working groups, on Thursday, I am going to have a description kind of the different ideas we've had, what some objectives of the group might be, and then I will have like sign up links with mutual scheduling poll attached, and we will have 3 weeks to do a little bit of like deep dive into some different areas of stuff. And I think in addition to that, I would also like to do a like a deep dive on problems, and have like a problem topic announced and then have a meeting. So hopefully these 2 weeks will be kind of just jumping off points to get a feel for how project or working groups could function. And then by all means, do not work when you are off contract. Academics steals too much of your lives already. And we can put you on the list for one so that you're getting the info, and then when you're back from break, you can join in as we continue the work. But I think that'll give us some cool kind of group initiatives, improvements, kind of brain trust. So yeah, so Thursday we'll figure out, we'll do project group signups and descriptions. Please, please, please apply for the sponsorship for Eluna travel. And we'll get information from Will, and I will get as much as I can and get that sent out in an email, and then see if perhaps he can have a conversation with us as soon as possible that we can record and summarize if people are out. So yeah, is there anything else we can? Kirsty registered for knowledge days and Eluna, the Primo VE track. Yeah, I registered yesterday as well. And I did the knowledge days for Tuesday only and did pretty much only the Primo ones because those were the most relevant. Yeah, I'll have all the sign up for working groups on the new website descriptions and stuff.
Carly, I'm sorry, do you have you said you're making a Google site, is that correct?
We have a LibGuide site.
Okay, I have a link to that. I think at one point you were talking about a Google site and I realized I didn't have any link to that. So it's just a LibGuide from Big Ben, right?
Yeah, it's this is the new one here. I've been trying to get a Google Workspace going so that we can have an actual shared drive.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, but it's just been a total pain in pain. It's been a pain. I have, yeah. Yep, I hate Google right now. Hate Google. But yeah, so I will do work groups under probably services because I think I have a hidden tab for it already somewhere. But I'll send out I'll send out a lot of listserv emails here in the next couple days. I'm slowly coming back from the COVID brain fog. So I feel a little scattered, a lot behind, and yeah, and realize that it is budget season and you guys need information. So yeah, let me know if I can provide any assistance with pushing something forward faster for you. And otherwise, we'll see you on Thursday.